Hi, very good afternoon to all. My name is Bhavna and our subject is BOM. This is Business Organization and Management. This is for BCom students for first year in first semester, both general and computer students. In this previous video, we discussed what are the advantages of planning. Now today we are continuing our lecture. We are discussing what are the disadvantages of planning. While advantages of planning, there are some advantages. Like in planning, there are some disadvantages. Let's see here what are the disadvantages are limitations of the planning. First, egoist planning. What is meant by egoist planning? Some top level managers have a tendency to undertake unrealistic planning just to add their own prestige and status without making any contribution to the goal. Just because of the show off of their status and prestige only, they plan some things. Means they are not realistic. In real world, we are unable to implement that. For that reason, and we are unable to contribute. That means we are unable to make them real. For that reason, for their egoist means they want to increase their prestige and they want to increase their status. They form their plan like that. Means we are unable to make it real. So we can say it is a very disadvantageous to the organization. Such planning raises false hopes without producing any results. Based on the planning, the employees think like that we can earn these our goals within very less time. So it is not possible. They create a false hopes to the employees. It results failures only because we are unable to become real. Means suppose the directors has do a plan and we want to purchase some machinery, and for using that machinery we have to produce our goods in an easy way. But for purchase of machinery it requires some lakhs. The company is not in a position to purchase that, but they create the false hopes to the employees. So that false hopes, we make failures. We are unable to purchase and we are unable to produce the goods. So for this type of plans, we can say it is an egoist planning. Some top level managers have a tendency to undertake unrealistic planning just to add their own prestige and status. Because of their status only, they do the type of planning. Means they are non-realistic. We are unable to make it a real. Real means we are unable to make it implement. You can say it is an unrealistic. Without making any contribution to the goals, the company is not able to purchase the machine. Means we are unable to pay that much of money. The latest technology machine, there is some lakhs, suppose there is 80 lakhs. The company is unable to pay and purchase the machine, and also for that purchase of machine we have to contribute that we have to earn 80 lakhs above for purchasing the machine. So that kind of unrealistic planning results failure. So we can say it is one of the disadvantages. That type of planning, you can say it is an egoist planning. Based on their they want to increase their prestige and value. They make plans such as unrealistic and not suitable for our organization. We can say it is one of the disadvantage. Next, wastage of the resources. Planning involves huge investment in terms of time, money, efforts and resources. Planning involves huge investment. Means the person who make plan, he may be a specialist. Means the specialization person only make plans because he want to check the past records and he want to estimate the futures, and he want to estimate all the futures where there is a changes in environment, there is a changes, whatever the changes held in our organization, everything the particular person have to estimate the future. So it needs some strategic power and critical thinking, and also the person may be a specialist. So planning involves huge investment. You require a lot of investment for do research. Means estimation means for the estimate we have to do some research. For research we require money, and in terms of money it also take a lot of time and efforts and resources, and we require lot of efforts and lot of resources. If a plan fails, valuable resources of organization go waste. If the plan success, okay, the organization will be in a very good position and we earn very huge profits. But if any case the plan fails, we get huge losses because our investment is waste, our resources are waste, our time are waste, and everything is waste. Means it in our organization it becomes a big failure. So wastage of the resources is also. If the plan success, our organization in a very good position. If the plan fails, our organization has to bear huge losses. That's why the small organizations may unable to go for this planning. They just want to start it according to the business only. They can plan. Before they are unable to plan because they need huge investment, huge time and huge resources also. Planning involves huge investment in terms of time, money, efforts, and resources. If a plan fails, if the valuable resources of our organization goes waste. So you can say it is also one of the disadvantage. Next, limited individual freedom. Why you can say planning is a limited individual freedom? Because it is in the hands of the top management only. The other heads or other people is unable to express their opinion. Plans are formulated by top management. Usually lower level managers are ignored while forming organizational plans. This restriction the individual freedom. Means the plans are formulated, the plans and decisions are taken by the top level management. In the decision making also, the middle level people and the lower level people are unable to express their opinion, are unable to give suggestions to the top level management. So we can say it is also one of the disadvantage. Plans are formulated by the formulation means implementation. The plans are for the formation of plans only top level management. Usually lower level managers are ignored. They ignore the lower level and middle level managers while forming organizational plans. This restricts their individual, means the lower level managers and middle level managers restricts their individual freedom, means the person has no freedom to express their opinions and give their suggestions. So we can say it is the planning is limited freedom. Individual freedom means they restrict the individual's freedom, means middle level managers and lower level managers freedom has been restricted. We can say it is also one of the disadvantage. Next, unsuitable for small units. Already we discussed planning involves a huge investment, a lot of time and lot of resources and a specialized person. So small industries unable to invest that much of money. So we can say pre-plan is not suitable for small units. Let's see here. Planning is a continuous process carried on by experts. Planning is where the organization goes on, the planning will be goes on. So we can say planning is a continuous process carried on by experts. It involves considerable amount of time, money and labor. Already we discussed for planning we require amount of time, we require a lot of time and money and also labor, means people. It requires specialized machinery for the research and study. For planning means we have to estimate the future. For estimation of the future, we have to do people want to do research. For this research, we need machinery. So for machinery, we have to purchase the machinery. We require money. Research also takes place and research also takes a long time, and also the person who do research want to be a specialist. So these are the reasons the small units are unable to take pre-planning, because it required huge investment, people, specialized people, labor, resources, etc. The small organizations is unable to bear all the cost, so it is not suitable for the small industries. Next, time consuming. Planning is a complex and comprehensive activity, thus it becomes a time consuming process. Already we discussed planning is a continuous process, and also it takes a lot of time. Plan means we have to do research. For the completion of research, it takes a lot of time, because we have to estimate the future based on our past records. Maybe the past records is unavailable and the past records is not accurate, and the estimation of future may not be easy for estimation of future. So we have to do research. The research takes a long time. So we can say planning is a time consuming. Next, expensive. Planning requires a great deal of funds in order to finance the activities of collection of data. Planning requires a great deal, means while we want to do plan, we require finance, means there is a lot of expenses for planning. First we have to do research, and for that research we require money. We have to appoint a specialist, and we have to purchase some resources, and for that we have to require money. So planning requires a great deal of funds, means we have to deal with funds. While we start a planning, first we have to take care about our funds in order to finance the activities for the collection of data. for collection of data we require money. For this classification, analysis and interpretation and employment of field staff, for employing persons, for classification we have to classify data, primary it is a primary data or secondary data, and we have to analyze the data is accurate or not, we have to interpret our collecting data is correct or not, we have to interpret the data. And employment of field staff, we have to employ some people for this work. So then we required money. So first we are facing with money, we are deal with our funds. First suppose our organization is kept 1 lakh for the research, this 1 lakh is suitable for the research, this for that 1 lakh we can distribute all this 1 lakh for collecting efficient data is useful for the organization. Hence a small or medium scale organizations cannot afford planning exercise. Already we discussed small and medium organizations cannot afford planning exercise. They may, after starting a business only, they can do small plans, but in big organizations these are required, but small and medium organizations are unable to bear all the risks. Planning receives a great deal of funds in order to finance the activities, for financing of activities, for the collection of data, classification of data, analysis and interpretation of data, and also we recruit some people. For that we require money. Hence a small or medium scale organization cannot afford the planning exercise. Next, delayed action. Planning is a result of continuous efforts. Planning means it is a continuous process. Already we discussed, it is a continuous efforts put by the management experts by concern of all the managers and takes their opinions. It can be delayed. Means delayed action means while planning we have to take all the decisions of the top level management. So each and every manager have to give their opinions. For based on the opinions and decisions they want to take action. It may be delayed. Means it is not an very quick process, because every manager have to accept their opinions, then we can take a decision. So planning is a result of continuous efforts put by the management experts by concern of all managers and take their opinions. You have to concern all the managers and take their opinions, then it can delayed. For that reason it can delayed process. You can say why it is a delayed process. Planning means it is a continuous process, and it should be taken by the expertise, the top level people. For this top level people we have to take all the opinions of the people, then only we take an action. So we can say it is a delayed action. Next, non-availability of accurate data. Planning process is depend upon the past records. Already we discussed planning is depend upon the past and future, past records and anticipation of future. Past records may not be available for some time, means past data may not be available for some time, and data is also not accurate at all time. Means we are unable to take the past data. For the data what we are collected, it may not be accurate and it may not be useful for our business information. So we can say non-availability of accurate data is also one of the disadvantages. Suppose we want to do plan, so first we have to collect our past records and we have to estimate our future. So for the collection of past records, sometimes we are unable to collect our past records. Suppose you collected the data, maybe the data may not be accurate. So for that non-accuracy of data we take false statements, then the plan our fails, the organization have to bear huge losses. So we can say this is also one of the disadvantages. These are all the disadvantages of the planning. What are the disadvantages? Egoist planning. What is egoist planning? Egoist planning means the managers want to increase their status and prestige, they take unrealistic plan. For that the plan may fails. Next, wastage of resources. A plan requires huge investment, huge people, huge time. If our plan fails, the organization has to bear huge losses. Next, limited individual freedom. Why we can say limited individual freedom? The top level managers only have to take decisions. The middle level managers and lower level managers are completely ignored. For that reason, the freedom of individuals is limited. Next, unsuitable for small units. For planning, we want to do research. For the research, we require huge investment. Means small and medium scale industries unable to bear that investment. So it is not suitable for that. Next, time consuming. Planning requires more time because it is an estimation of future. So it requires more time. Next, expanso means planning. For to do planning, first we have to collect the data, next classify data, analyze data, interpretation of data, and also we have to recruit some people. For that reason, we have to find funds. We have to balance our funds. For that reason, we can say it is a very expensive, and small and medium organizations are unable to bear these expenses. Next, delayed action. Why we can say it is a delayed action means the decisions is taken by the top level management. We have to concern each and every manager. Then we have to take decisions for their opinions only. We have to take action. So there is a delayed in action. And non-availability of accurate data. Planning is most required for the collection of old data and anticipation of the future. Maybe the past data may not be collected. Suppose if you collect the data may not be accurate. For that reason also it is one of the disadvantages. These are the disadvantages of planning. Today's class we discuss what are the advantages of planning and disadvantages of the planning. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Keep smiling. Study hard.